from the inside of you. Not from the outside, but from the inside of you. They're already inside your mind. And they're answering the question from inside your mind. Hi, my name's Alicia Power, and I'm a spiritual intuitive, and I love to speak to and hear my spirit guides really clearly, and I've been doing this for about 30 years now. And recently someone wrote to me and said they just love talking to their spirit guides. They can't hear their spirit guides. They're not receiving any information back from their spirit guides, but they just know that their beautiful, beloved spirit mentors and spirit tutors and spirit guides are there just on the other side of the veil, and they love to just talk to them and reach towards them and let them know. This person was saying that they just love them, that this person was so full of love for them. And my little bit of input today, if you are someone like that, where you know your spirit guides are around you, but and you love that fact that they are there, but you're not receiving information back from them at all. And you're not necessarily someone who looks for signs in your life, in your reality, as answers from your spirit guides. You're more looking for direct, two-way language communication back from them. That's what you're striving for. That's what you're reaching for. That's what you're hoping for. So my little bit of input for you is to not give up, to know that these spirit guides are trying to actually reach through the veil and to deliver a meaningful two-way conversation with you. They are. Now remember, I've been hearing them clearly, lucidly, in detail for 30 years, but I wasn't always like that. I remember many years, I think it was even up until around about my 30s, my early 30s, where talking to spirit guides just wasn't on my radar at all. I was involved in deep spiritual practice and in deep meditation practice for many, many years, right up until my 30s. And that was when I really got a very strong nudge from universe to open up and reach for the worlds of spirit and to look for mentoring from the worlds of spirit, from teachers who are spirit tutors, spirit beings. So I went about learning how to call in a spirit guide, and then I started practicing asking questions and then noticing what came back to me. Was it a feeling? Was it a picture? Was it a knowing? A subliminal knowing that came back to me super fast, so fast that I didn't hardly notice it? So knowings started to get important rather than words. And I suddenly realized that that's how the spirit world communicates. It communicates through instantaneous knowing. So you instantaneously know what they're saying back to you, the answer to your question. And oftentimes people can get confused and think to themselves, oh, that was just me answering myself. But way back then, in my early 30s, I decided to be really smart and noticed that telepathy happens way below the logic, way below your thoughts, and it happens in a feeling level, not a thought level. So it's super fast. It's like the super fast highway of information that's below logic. So it's an input that's coming towards you that's got nothing to do with your thoughts. It's like an emotion or a feeling coming towards you. And also I was smart enough to unpack that transmission of knowledge. I realized what was going on, that the worlds of spirit were giving me input that was packed with information. I actually am very good and have for 30 years had English, in this case English language, two-way, thought level conversations with them. But I also know from way back then in my early 30s that the real information flow was below my thoughts, was below logic. And I would put my focus on that and I would unpack it. And I began to get very good at translating those instantaneous flows of knowings coming back to me into an English language thought. So I would unpack it. So the lesson here that I'm conveying is that if you ask your spirit guide a question, or ask them for information, or even ask them for help, they respond instantaneously. And that can be misinterpreted as not responding at all, because your logic is waiting for a slower logical answer, not this instantaneous, almost before you've even finished asking the question, the answer's coming to you from the inside of you. Not from the outside, but from the inside of you. They're already inside your mind. And they're answering the question from inside your mind. See, this is what anyone who's wanting to learn how to hear their guides, that's the switch. That's where you need to be looking for their answer. And to be smart enough to put your attention to that instantaneous knowing exchange, meaning that you've asked a question and their answer is a knowing that's instantaneous coming back to you from the inside of you. And it can feel like you've just answered yourself. So slowing that right down and getting practiced at that, like jumping on a bike and learning how to ride a bike, it's the same thing. The more you practice, the more you send a question, the more you're noticing where the answer's coming back to you from, or inside of you, how you're picking it up. And you will probably be a little bit confused and uncertain for a period of time. So my suggestion and my message to you is, don't give up. Practice. Practice, practice, practice. Keep it going, because once us as humans are learning how to unpack that instantaneous, fast flow of knowings coming back towards us, it's on our shoulders to learn how to slow that down and unpack it. Then your curiosity about your life, about yourself as a soul, about where have you been as a soul, what's your natural deep talent as a soul, what's your agenda in this lifetime as a soul. Those kind of questions can then be put to your spirit tutors, and they can have a nice, quiet conversation with you about that. So I'm offering that as an idea for you, as a point of focus for you, where you can begin to hope inside of yourself to have those kind of conversations with a spirit tutor. It could become a goal for you in this life, to have those types of lucid, clear conversations. Are you hungry to learn about yourself as a soul? You've come into this life with a human body and a human personality, but your soul is looking out of your eyes and witnessing everything that you're doing and experiencing in this lifetime. So who is that soul? Where does it come from? What does it want to achieve in this lifetime? Why has it come into this lifetime? What does it want to do? What does it want to learn? What does it want to contribute? And where's it been beforehand? What skills does it naturally have? And what's its true passion? What's its deep, deep passion? Who is it that you are as a soul? See, these are powerful questions, and if you never slow down enough to ask those questions from someone who knows your soul, which can only be a spirit mentor who can see your soul and tell you about your own soul. So I'm presuming that's a curiosity that you may have about yourself. And that's why I'm passionate about helping people to communicate with their spirit tutors, because they can then have those conversations and be fulfilled in this lifetime. Know who you are in this lifetime. Move into your power in this lifetime, your real power as a soul, and then go into true soul expression and soul fulfillment in this lifetime. That's the joy. That's the possibility. That's the hope. So thank you so much. You are most welcome to learn more. And down below are links where you can come onto my website and learn about courses on how to hear your spirit guide and begin processes where you get to know yourself as a soul. Thank you. So much love, and we'll chat again soon. Namaste.